Hello. A new popular music genre has taken the globe by storm in the past few years. In general, people call it EDM music. Some call it house music. I'm going to call it electronic music. Electronic music is music that uses electronical musical instruments and technology to produce songs. Many people tend to believe that electronic music is new and that it probably will not last. However, this is not the case. Electronic music has been around for decades, starting in the late 1970s and early 1980s as a branch off of disco music. It was branded and named house music, named after Chicago House. Over the past few decades, it has grown from music loved by hundreds to music loved by millions. So some of you may be wondering, why am I talking to you about electronic music to begin with? Well, there are many sustainable issues within the electronic musical scene, some good, some not so good. Most of the issues pertain to the social aspect of sustainability, however some do touch upon the economics involved within electronic music. Music has always been prevalent in society through our cultural lifestyles and the way we entertain ourselves. The media often portrays electronic music as a negative linked to drugs, sex, and alcohol. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you about how these things don't happen within the scene, which may be slightly naive. I'm going to specifically talk about why I feel like people are obligated to do drugs and drink alcohol while attending these events or listening to music in general. For one, electronic music is not the only type of music out there that is linked to alcohol and drugs. Society has been doing drugs at these events for years, dating back to the 60s and potentially even earlier than that. But why? Why do we have to do drugs to enjoy music? Why do we have to get drunk and high with our friends? Can you not enjoy music while being sober? Personally, I feel as though if you are truly a fan of, let's say, electronic music, then you should be able to enjoy it while being sober. The main reason for someone to do drugs at these electronic music events is probably the fact that this person feels obligated to fit in. While the media is a major contributor to these thoughts and ideas. When this music first came to North America, you never heard about drugs. People would go to clubs, have a few drinks, dance, and enjoy the music wholeheartedly. But as the electronic music scene grew and more people went to these clubs and venues, drugs slowly but surely became more prominent at these events. Next came the introduction of all ages events. Kids 16 years or younger started to come to these electronic music events. Less maturity, more stupidity later, ended up and leading to disaster. Kids overdosing and ending up in hospitals or worse, over some silly little drug codenamed Molly. So then how do we fix this? How do we minimize the negatives of this scene? First and foremost, it all starts with you as an individual. You must start to make ethically sound decisions. I will not be tempted by drugs at these musical electronic events. I will not put my life in jeopardy just to fit in. Secondly, I feel as though people, whether it be our newer generation or older generation, need to be properly educated about these things. Lastly, the media needs to start promoting the positives of electronic music scene and stop talking about the negatives. So I'm going to be talking to you about the positives for the rest of this TED Talk. The major positive of the electronic music is that it provides not only a source of entertainment, but something much, much more. As an electronic musical lover, specifically trance music, I tend to think of electronic music as a way to escape the worries and struggles of the real world. Another major positive of electronic music is the economic stability it brings cities around the world. Electronic music is major for tourism and travel. Cities such as Boom, Belgium, can gain major money from large music events. They are also the host of Tomorrowland, one of the largest music event festivals in the world. Other major electronic musical festivals around the world also are beginning to recruit new sustainable initiatives. For instance, Mystery Lane has implemented a 10,000-hour charity event raising money for young adults with cancer. Other initiatives include shuttle locations, energy management, sustainable art challenges, water project providing festival goers with refill stations. So in conclusion, I believe sustainability in the electronic music scene is a work in progress. I hope that one day electronic music will be enjoyed by millions worldwide in safe and happy communities.